Did you know that your Jesus has Republican tendencies? Many of you Democrats are going to be pissed, but it's a story in your own Bible. So when you go and look at the story in Matthew 14, when Jesus is giving a story, telling a parable about the talents. So what you have in this story, and I'm going to phrase it up for you, but you can read it right here. Pause the video and do so. So your Jesus character basically is talking about a master, and this master has 3 servants. Now he calls his 3 servants together because he's getting ready to go on the long trip. He says, servant number 1, I'm going to give you 5 bags of gold. Servant number 2, I'm going to give you 3 bags of gold. And servant number 3, I'm going to give you 1 bag of gold. Now right there, most people will say, well, that's unfair. Why wouldn't he evenly distribute the gold to each individual person? Because this master already knows that the one who's given 5 bags of gold is more responsible and smarter than the one who's given 3 bags than the one he's given 1 bag. He already knows the character of these people because they're his servants, they're his slaves. He already know how they act. So in that instance, why should we just give everything to everybody? Everybody shouldn't get an equal amount of everything because everybody is not equipped to be able to handle everything equally. Isn't that the more Republican thought process, and the Democratic is more the socialist process? But this is what your Jesus is telling in this parable. Now, after this master goes away for a while, he comes back. The one that he had given 5 bags of gold to, he doubled that money. Good return on his investment. The one that he gave 3 bags of gold, he had 5 bags of gold. Didn't quite double it, but he still did well. The one who had the 1 bag of gold, because he was scared and knew his master was a hard and cruel dude, he hid it in the ground. He gonna F around and find out in just a minute, ain't he? So when he gets back and he sees that this is what's going on, the master approves of the one who turned it into 10. He approves the one who turned it into 3. And he's pissed at that little lazy joker who buried it in the ground, because he tells him that he could have at least took the money and put it into the hands of the banker so that he could have at least got a little interest on the money. He wasn't even smart enough to put it in the bank and get some little interest on it. He's just trying to hold on to what he got and give it back to him. Now, doesn't that sound like a lot of people who just try to hold on to what they got? They don't have any money management sense, and so they just hold on to it. And for most part, people say, well, there's nothing wrong with that. They're being safe with their money. But your Jesus doesn't feel that way, because when you continue to read the story, he praises the one that he gave the 5 bags. He praises the one he gave the 3 bags, but then he cusses out that one that he gave the 1 bag to and calls him lazy and wicked and all sorts of things. And then the worst part of the story happened, because I want this part to be big so y'all can all see it. And I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you. He says, so take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one who has 10. Not the one who turned the 3 into 5, not spread it out equally amongst the 2 who did well with it, but to the one who did the most with the money. Take from the poor one and give it to the one who made the most. What in society looks that way? Do we see the government out here giving money to the poor, or do we see them giving money to the rich? Because we all know that if everybody in America were to be given $1 million today, that within 5 years, all that money will still end up in the hands of the super rich. That's all your Jesus was talking about. Sounds just like a Republican, doesn't he? And then he said, for whoever have will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. So for all these people who keep going to churches and praying for manna to fall from heaven and them to get that check in the mail and all the money, your God ain't gonna give you that money, because he know that you're financially irresponsible, and all it's going to do is end up in the hands of the rich people. And that's why the rich people that are in your church keep on getting richer. The poor going to stay poor, and the rich going to get richer. That's basically what that is saying right there. And that's what y'all believe. That's what y'all worship. This is your story. I'm not making this up. It's in your story. You had a chance to read it. Right? And then what he say? And throw that worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Put them in the projects. Take all the poor people, put them in the projects, put them in communities that are all dilapidated. Take them on down. If you live in Atlanta, you'll understand what I'm about to say. Take them jokers, put them in Techwood Home, put them in Carver Home, put them in Little Vietnam, put them over there on Gresham. Y'all know nothing about Gresham Road. And if you all right, you might make it to Union City. But for the most part, I'm going to put you in the hood, because you don't know how to act. You don't know how to manage your money. And the rich people going to keep getting richer. That's what the story is telling y'all. And that's what your Jesus is approving of. That if you don't learn how to manage your talents, that those who do know how to manage the talents are going to take all your shit and you're gonna keep being broke, and you're gonna keep, what is it, gnashing of teeth and weeping and thrown out into the darkness. Jesus was a Republican, at least in this instance. Y'all, y'all have a great day. So I don't believe in this motherfucker. But y'all have a great day, and always remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations. Y'all better get rich, goddammit.